behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up in just a moment here, but before we begin, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and the bell, and you're always going to be notified of any new episodes coming your way. And of course, if you'd like to leave a comment on the comment section below, go ahead. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you check out the description part as well as the closing credits at the end of this episode, we're going to have contact info for you, so we hope you'll stay tuned for that. From Sao Paulo, Brazil, we have Eduardo Ramone. He's been on our show before. It was 6 years ago. But he's back, plugging a new video for you, and I know you're going to love it. So before we get into that, here's a quick word again from the Caden Gordon Show, so don't go away. We'll be right back with that interview right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Sao Paulo, Brazil, for the second time on our show, we have Eduardo Ramone. Thanks for joining us, Eduardo.
Oh, thank you, Paul, Matt. It's good to see. It's good to see you now, and it's good to return here at the show.
Yeah, well, it's been 6 years, so it's been a long time. I guess it's overdue for a update, I guess. So
Yes.
So
6 years ago, so long.
Yeah, it's been a while. I want to start off by saying, telling everybody about what you've been up to, and if there's any updates. I'm sure they would love to hear about that.
Right. For now, today I'm living here in Japan. 6 years ago, I was living in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and for now I'm living in Japan. That's 5-6 years. Oh, 5-6 years. I'm here in Japan. I'm using a new language, Japanese. Sometimes English with the Filipino people, and well, on that moment and on this moment, I'm using the music. Actually, the music never stops and never ends in my life, and for me, it's good to continuing making my punk rock music just because the punk rock is on my veins. Punk rock is on my veins. Just for it, I'm using the music actually, and here in Japan, it's a good country for good opportunities, and all place in Japan is like all place in Japan is so different from the ocean, and it's like in and I stay, how the Japanese says, a tokusatsu. That's something I look for a river. Sometimes the impression that I get is a monster. You wake up from the you getting from the waters. That's so funny here, Japan. That's that's impression that I get.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like you've been doing a lot these 6 years since you've been on the show last time. Are you involved in any kind of concerts or shows that you've been getting booked for? If so, tell us a little bit about that. So if people so happen to be there, they can check you out.
Oh yeah. On the last 2 weeks, I'm participating here in a Japanese multicultural theater. I'm acting in a Japanese acting too. I play my guitar. I sing my songs. I sing Japanese songs, punk rock, of course, and I'm acting in Japanese and Portuguese and sometimes my often English with the people from the multicultural theater here in Japan. It's that's my projects for the next month.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Your stuff is all on streaming platforms, right? Like Apple Music, Amazon Music, and so forth. Tell everybody where we can find you.
Oh yes, the people can find me by Eduardo Ramone.
Hmm.
They will listen in Portuguese, of course, my native language, Portuguese. And yes, they prefer. The people said, "Well, why don't you sing in English? Why don't you sing in Japanese?" Man, when you stay in a different culture, you can you can valorize more your native language. For example, here in Japan, I'm studying Japanese. Well, I don't listen Japanese bands who sings in English. Well, for me is the it's no good for understanding nothing. I prefer to listen the person, the band, singing your native language. It's something like I listen to guys from Russia. Oh, the guys are singing Russian. That's good. Uh, and I prefer the Native American singing in English or the British guy singing in English, but the other people sing in English. For me, it's not good. I prefer the guy singing in your native language. It's just for it. Stay in a different culture for me. Oh, I I was missing the Brazil. I prefer to sing in my native language, Portuguese. The people will find me on the digital medias, Spotify, Amazon Music, wow, the platform, the digital platform, who the people like, I don't know, uh, they prefer. Uh, for Eduardo Ramon, singing in Portuguese and punk rock, that's my way. That's my
Okay.
way of life.
Okay. Well, check him out on all those streaming platforms. I know he would love you for that. And we got this video coming up. It's called Nesse Vecchio, I do believe is how it's pronounced. Tell us a little bit about this song. We'd love to hear it.
Oh, the song. The song in English is this addiction, this addiction, nesse vício, this addiction. This song is about a guy who, a guy. How song is about me? This song is about a guy who was a, a drug user, and this guy he's walking looking for something for your soul, but they not find it on drugs. They not the guy do not the guy does not found it on the drugs. This guy doesn't found it on the sex or any place. These guys will found it in Christ. It's just for it. It's just this addiction is talking about.
Hmm.
The song, this addiction, nesse vício, is
Oh,
talking about.
okay. Well, it is a great song, by the way. I just thought I'd let you know then. I know you guys are going to feel the same way. And we're going to get to that in 1 second. But thank you, Eduardo, for being on the show again. You're welcome back anytime. So if you want to come back a third time and plug something new, just let me know. I'll have you back on.
Oh, oh, thank you. For me, it's good to stay here. Good,
Okay.
good.
Well, I appreciate that, Eduardo. So here it is, Nessa Vecchio right here. And it starts right now.
Tem momentos que me perco em mim, nos momentos que errei, mas como escapo nesse vício, labirintos que criei, nesse vício, vivendo no próprio, nesse vício, fora de mim, nesse vício. Nada restou de mim, nesse vício entrei. me chamou, me dizendo que há um rei, declarando o fim desse vício. Decisões que tomei, Jesus Cristo, me fazendo salvo. Jesus